So you're just starting out in woodworking, or maybe you're just trying to make a few extra bucks. This is a fantastic looking project. It's very simple. You can build it with 2 pickets. You can sell this, or you can impress your friends. Small, simple planner. Let's get to it. Hey, if it's your first time joining, thank you for tuning in. I'm Joe, and this is Woodworker's Dilemma. I've pre-sanded these, and these are 30-degree cuts. Here, 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 and I'm going to glue these with Titebond 3, and I'm going to brad nail them together with 1-inch stainless brad nails. I flushed it up on this outside edge right here, so you're going to want to make sure that you flush up the same edge. I almost did it backwards. That was a little excessive on the glue. If you haven't seen this before, it does a pretty good job cleaning up the glue. We got 2 legs. One's going to go here. One's going to go here. You're going to get your location. Now, it's kind of up to you. It's preference. You can have an overhang. You can go flush to the corner here if you want to. Just be as creative as you want to be. But you're going to obviously want to make sure you center it. So let's pull some measurements. I cut these sidewalls to 33 inches. And this is 18.5 from long point to long point. So 33 minus 18.5 divided by 2 will tell us how much to put on each end. And that is 7 1/4 on this end and 7 1/4 on this end. So we're going to mark off our position, pulling in from the outside edge, 7 1/4 of an inch. So let's do that. So 7 1/4. Now we'll come in same distance on this side. So we got our 2 points. Now we're just going to want to figure out how far up we go. So we're going to want to make this point butted up against this square, and I'm going to reference my depth with these feet that I just made. I'm going to pop these in here. Just want to make sure you're holding them tight. And it doesn't matter where these feet are in this, because you're just using them to get your positioning. Scoot this over. Got a point there. I'm just going to put a dot here to reference. Now we should be able to do the same thing on this side. And that lines up beautifully. Okay, so double check your point again, because I moved it. We're properly positioned height-wise. We're flush down here on both sides, which is going to support your planter. So let's put a dot over here, just so we know, because we're going to glue this. I'm not going to go crazy with the glue. And I kept the glue towards the center because I didn't want a bunch of squeeze out to have to deal with. So now I'm pushing this up, I push this down, I'm going to hold this, I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I'm referencing my dots that I just put on there, and that looks pretty good. And I'm not putting the feet on right now. You'll find out why in just a minute. Looks good. I'm going to put 2 brads in it, just to hold my position. Same thing on the other side. And make sure I'm flush on the bottom. Push the top in, hold it. Actually, I'll put one in the middle too, just because. All right, so we're gonna do this on the other side. I'll build one of these up, and then we'll be back and we'll start to put the base together. You're gonna like the way this works here. This is a pretty slick setup. Keep these feet with these sides so you don't mix them up later. So I'm gonna set this to the side. So now let's talk about this bottom. These end pieces from this outside corner to this outside corner are the exact same length as the sides. And depending on what thickness of ends you have, you just want to take this measurement and then cut that exact same distance off of your inside bottom. So while the glue's setting up a little more, let's go ahead and shoot these end pieces onto the base. You may notice that this is thicker. I selected this board because it was so much thicker than all the other boards. When I go out and buy a big batch of cedar, I'll set these thicker boards aside just for purposes like this. So if you're going to Lowe's to pick up some cedar, maybe look for one that's one of these fat ones if you want it. They're nice to have. That's just a small amount of glue, but I'm just gonna kind of build this up a little bit. Let some of it kind of soak in, then put some more on. More on. I'm not calling you morons. Soak in just a little bit more. I'm gonna put just a hair more on. More on. Who you calling moron? Put a little more on. These little boards are kind of handy to have around. You can position your piece where you want it. It gives you a little clearance for your nail gun. Now, you may have noticed that these ends are a little bit taller than the side pieces. We're going to address that in a little bit. All right, so here's our side pieces. We got one sitting over there. We're going to put this on, make sure we have a good fit. And that is dead nut on right there. I'm putting this through the base first because I want to make sure that my sides, you can still move them around a little bit. No blowouts. Still no blowouts. Now it's time to put the legs on. Position them up here. Make sure you have the correct legs, not the legs that you made for the other side. And check the fit, and it looks good. Now, what you're going to want to do here is come down. This is going to be hidden. Just make a mark somewhere that you know is going to be hidden. And then you're going to get a smaller diameter drill bit. than the nails or the screws that you're going to use. I'm going to use 2-inch 6D nails, finishing nails. The point is to pre-drill. Do that on all 4. 2 on each side. Now, the legs cover that. So that's where you want the other one. So let's slap a little glue on here. We discussed earlier, you could extend it out, you can put it in. Just decide that before you drill your hole. Make sure you're good and tight. Get your straw back out. Do that on all 4 legs. Little punch. When you're sinking brads, it's a good idea to grab a flush-headed punch. Now a little 120 grit, some sanding. I'll spare you that. I'm going to take that outside, sand it up a little bit, and I'll be right back. When you're dealing with fence pickets, sometimes you get the bowed pieces. You can see that here. So here is a potential way to fix that. Oh, and now I find my flat punch. There's my hole. You can see that I just drilled right there. I'm gonna line up my ends and then just cut the head off of a nail. It kind of depends how deep you drilled your hole, but I drilled this pretty deep. You're just gonna bump it in that hole. You just bump it down in the hole, grab your pliers and pull it back out. Just like that. Then you're gonna wanna turn it around. Put the blunt end in. Just like that. Line it up on each end. So it feels good. I'm just going to use a random piece of scrap. Push it flush. That's just about perfect. Ends still look good. Pull it up. I mean, that'll sand right out. There you go. Now I'm just gonna pull this out. There's my pin, it's in place. The other side worked out fine. This side, not so much. I'm just gonna put a tiny amount of glue in this. Now, let's just put it back. Presto. Now let's nail it. Since the clamps are in the way, I'm going to do this vertical. Seven inches of soil depth. I filled some holes with glue and then just did the sanding trick. I'm going to put helmsman on it. I sanded it to 120. And now for a moment of silence.